When the countdown to the winter session of Parliament begins, it's certainly going to be a very important, interesting session. And that is also because some of the controversial, contentious bills and issues are likely to be taken up by the government. And one of the biggest one of them is going to be the Waqf Board. But mind you, all eyes on the Lok Sabha, especially this time round in the winter session of Parliament, because that means the entry of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra finally. After years of will she, won't she, why is she staying away, I have to look after my family and Rahul Gandhi is my boss, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra finally took the plunge and enters the Lok Sabha. But there's a backstory to it. This is a decision which hasn't happened suddenly. It's not like, okay, one fine day they got up and Rahul Gandhi said, I agree to become the leader of the opposition and Priyanka Vadra is going to contest from Wayanad. What our sources tell us is that this was a thinking which went on for the last 3 to 4 months. It actually began much ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. So the plan was, and this was based on the internal survey of the Congress party, that the Congress is going to do reasonably well. There has been mounting pressure on Rahul Gandhi that why aren't you taking an official position? You didn't want to become the party president, we understand that. You wanted to stay away because of the circumstances, but why not have a leadership role? And this on the backdrop of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, both the seasons of it, and which was seen as a kind of a traction-making yatra. And in fact, the critics of Rahul Gandhi also accepted the fact that Rahul Gandhi had emerged. He was able to connect. And this entire tag on him of being a prince, of being an armchair politician, dissipated to a very great extent because he hit the ground despite of health problems, knee problems and so on and so forth. And that is where there was pressure mounting on him from those close to the Congress party and within the party, those who are close to him, that why don't you become the leader of the opposition or the LOP? It's a very important position because the LOP has a very critical role to play. The LOP, as we all know, and I don't have to explain much because I'm sure all of you know, becomes a guiding light of the party and of the opposition. And on every point you have to intervene, and in fact it becomes the PM versus the LOP as far as the Lok Sabha goes. So when Rahul Gandhi agreed to become the LOP, the other big decision was where should he contest from? It was again make him understand, and he understood it himself, that you cannot give up on North. The Congress cannot be seen as a southern party. The party president is from South. The General Secretary in charge of the organization, which is a very powerful position, K.C. Venugopal, is from South. Rahul Gandhi is a member of parliament from South. And for a party to be relevant, it is important to have some base or substance in North as well. Giving up on UP was not a great idea. And this is something which Akhilesh Yadav told Rahul Gandhi. So Rahul agreed to contest from Raebareli or Amethi. They pitched a odds. They said, okay, let's make Smriti Irani eat humble pie and make one of our Karyakartas, which is KL Sharma, take her on and defeat her, which he did. And then came Raebareli, which he took on because that's also a dharohar, the legacy taking over from Sonia Gandhi and the Gandhi-Nehru legacy and so on and so forth. So done deal, Raebareli done. Now came the question of Wayanad. I think the first hint came in when Rahul Gandhi once visited Wayanad and told the people that I'm contesting from here, I'm contesting for Raebareli, and even if I opt out of Wayanad, it will be taken well care of. In fact, it was around 3 to 4 months back before the Lok Sabha elections where this was a deal which was sorted out, that Wayanad to Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Rahul Gandhi as LOP. Okay, we know all this, we know the backstory. Now we come to the real issue, the power center issue. The question I'm asking this week is that will the entry of Priyanka Vadra into Lok Sabha create trouble power center? Of course it will, but they're not going to talk about it. Now I'm going to go back to a time when Rahul Gandhi made his entry into Congress active politics, took on positions. They actually became two power centers. I remember Kamal Nath in an interview to me had once told me very candidly, and he's one who speaks his mind, that the confusing part is that they are dual power centers. There's Sonia Gandhi and there's Rahul Gandhi. So if we go to Sonia Gandhi as a party president for any problem to be solved, she tells us talk to Rahul Gandhi. This led to a lot of confusion, and the games were being played one against the other. I think at one point of time Sonia Gandhi realized that she needs to take a back seat because this is something which cannot be acceptable and this is just going to confuse things. And therefore slowly the clarity came, but the fact remains that despite Mr. Kharge being a Congress president, the real power rests with Rahul Gandhi. Okay, now we come to Priyanka versus Rahul Gandhi. There is actually going to be no versus over here, but they're clearly going to be two power centers. Priyanka is going to play the same role which, and she has been, as Sonia Gandhi has been playing, of being the troubleshooter. Whether we saw the crisis, for example, in Himachal Pradesh, whether we saw the crisis of Gehlot versus Sachin Pilot in Rajasthan, she became the troubleshooter. She became the calming one. She used to step out. That has become her main role, and also someone who's an ardent campaign. But now things change because now she's also a member of parliament and she's in active politics. That may be just her role at this point of time. But inside Lok Sabha, where the seating arrangement takes place, where the Congress will be sitting, the two power centers will become very clear. While Rahul Gandhi will be the real player as a LOP, there is going to be an axis around Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, where she's going to play the role which Sonia Gandhi used to play earlier. Remember in Lok Sabha, guiding the party MPs, talking over to the opposition leaders also a bit, but more importantly the party MPs, telling them how to react, how to respond, calm down, sit down, make this an issue, not make an issue, and also to be the person who reaches out to them, because now Rahul Gandhi is expected to do bigger things as an LOP, where he's expected to play an important role of reaching out to its own India bloc allies and also to take on the Prime Minister. So taking on the PM will be the main task of Rahul Gandhi, but the party role is something which Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will play. Now we come to other interesting fact. Who is going to be the leader of the parliamentary party? So long it is Sonia Gandhi. But if Sonia Gandhi decides to give it up, will Priyanka Gandhi Vadra step in into that important role? Well, anything is possible, especially if you belong to the Nehru Gandhi dynasty. I'm going to be watching out for the winter session and we are going to be talking about it a lot more because things are going to be very interesting. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is known to not mince her words, a better communicator than Rahul Gandhi, and the gender factor is going to play an important role. Thank you so much for watching and do give in your responses on the social media timeline. Once again, as always, thank you so much.